Could you spare a second? Slow your pace, listen to the story of Carter Thea. She called for freedom, she yearned for legend, dreaming of splendid adventure. Will the prophecy manifest? Will I be the maiden who is blessed and walk down the glory path? Bring honor and brightness back. Wipe out all the enemies in sight. There is no turning back this time. Will it realize? Will it realize? Will the laurel be placed on my head? One day we shall cheer and dance, making joy forever last. Prophecy is nothing but a vicious light. Here comes the growling dark tide. The more pain she feels, the clearer she sees. Halos of divine are fading. I can hear the bell of fate sound. It's high time to turn it around. I'll carry on my glorious journey with the blessings and wish by my side. Won't accept the fate that is set. There is no turning back this time. This will realize, it will realize. Truth in my heart never dies. I'll pierce through all the veils of lies with the silver sword in my hand. Divinity, blindfolded me, wrap me in lies like ocean's mist. I'm still that girl, carry the hopes. I'll break the shackles, free the souls trapped in those dark wells. Nothing can stop me walking down this path, bringing honor and blessings back. Won't accept the fate that is set. There is no turning back this time. Will it be true? Will it be true? Be a close
All right. I hope you guys can hear me. Uh, okay. Uh, I don't think I could uh, stream with my webcam today, guys. So we're going to be doing a no camera stream for this one. All right. So a new game just came out. It's wait, I hope you guys can hear me. Confirm in the chat if you can hear me. Tell me something in the chat if you can hear me. If you guys can hear me. Uh, I hope you guys can hear me though. Is everything cool? Uh, Hello? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Can anybody hear me? I just want to confirm if you guys can hear me before I continue with the stream. Uh, can you guys hear me talking? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. So this game called Where Winds Meets just came out. I just downloaded it. At first I wanted to play, like solo, but I was like, what the heck? Let me just stream it. So that you guys can see what the game is all about. In case you guys are interested. It's also on mobile. I hope. But I don't think the mobile version is out yet. Can anybody confirm in the chat if you guys can hear me though? Uh, can can you guys hear me in the chat? Um, can you guys hear me in the chat? Okay, I think everything is fine. I think we can proceed now. All right. Okay, cool. Elvis says yes. All right. So I just started the game. I want to show you with my camera today. Let's see how the game looks. So this is going to be my first impressions of the game. And I'll probably make a video about it. But keep in mind that this is not a sponsored stream. This is not a sponsored stream, okay? I just saw the game. I think Rexland was covering the game. I just saw the game. He made a couple of videos about the game, and I thought the game was, like really cool. It had that Souls vibe to it, and I'm really into Souls games. So I just wanted to, like give it a try and give you guys my first impression. All right. So. Alright, what do we have? Hello? Okay. I don't know, for some reason my the device, my mic, yeah, hello Aziz. I hope you're doing well. I don't know, for some reason the mic, the device that my mic is attached to keep changing for some reason, but I hope you guys can hear me now. All right. So what I wanted to do was change my keybinds, but I don't see anything. I don't see anything here that can allow me to change my keybinds for some reason. Yeah, thanks for responding, Aziz. Um, I want to change my keybinds, all right? But there's nothing here for me to change my keybinds for some reason. Um, hmm. All right, let's just continue with the playthrough, and maybe it'll be available later. X to attack, LTX to release martial arts skill. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think that is a special ability that is available to any. I think when the enemy is using skills at the right moment can also achieve unexpected results. Okay, what the heck is mystic skills? Okay. Okay, that was actually pretty cool. Okay, so it seems mystic skills can be put on a cooldown. Alright, interesting. You can try you can try other martial arts skills and mystic skills based on the prompt. Okay. So it seems mystic skills are always bound to L, T, or the left trigger. And okay, martial arts skills are bound to the left trigger, and mystic skills are bound to the right trigger. Wait, your voice is low. Really? Okay, let me try and fix that. Let me try and fix that. Is the volume okay now? Is the volume okay now? Oh, wait, still? Okay. Are you sure it's not from you? Can anybody else verify if my voice is too low? Can anybody else verify? The game volume is too high. Okay. All right. Let me fix that. Okay. Let me fix that. That can be fixed. Okay. How about now? How about now? Is the game volume still too high? Okay. All right. It's better now. All right. Cool. All right. So it seems we have mystic skills and we have martial arts. We have martial arts skills. Wait, game volume is too low now. Okay. All right. Let me just put this at the middle. Let me just put the game volume at the middle, all right? Let me know if it's okay now. How is it now? Is it okay now? Dank, is it okay now? Okay, all right. Rich says is cool. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's continue with the playthrough. Keep in mind that I didn't get any early access or anything like that. So I'm playing the game, you know, like for the first time. All right. And if I really like the game, I might make videos about it on the channel. So we have mystic skills, and then we have martial arts skills. So this is martial arts skills, and it can be put on a cooldown. And this is also another form of martial arts skills. Okay, and we have mystic skills. This is a mystic skill. All right, that is cool. And these are mystic skills. The first one was martial arts skills. So these are mystic skills. If I press A, what happens? Okay, okay. That was actually pretty cool. Defense can reduce a certain percentage of damage, while dodge can completely avoid enemy attacks. Okay. Both defense and dodge consume endurance. Okay, cool. What do I do now? Hold LB or the left bumper to defend and counter the enemy's attack. Press B to dodge. Okay, let me try and counter this attack. Bro, there's a huge delay. There's a huge delay when I press the button. I don't know if it's something that is intentional, especially when I'm trying to parry. Okay, so I parried that. Parry. 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 Okay, I think that was a block. Parry. Parry. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, I messed up there. All right, let me just keep holding it. Let's see what happens. So when I keep holding it, it's okay. It can basically block any kind of attack. But do I have any like endurance bar or something? Usually, in other games like Sekiro, when you fail to parry correctly, or if you kind of like block for a long time, your posture bar decreases. But I don't know exactly what this game. I don't know how this game works. But for now, let me just dodge and complete the tutorial. Okay, what do I do now? Use medicine. Okay. Red skills cannot be defended against, but they can be deflected. Successful deflection or a parry can deal a large amount of damage. Okay, all right. Wait a minute. Golden skills cannot be deflected and cannot be defended against. Okay, so we have red skills. We have the normal deflection, and we have red skills, which can only be parried. And we have golden skills, which cannot be deflected or cannot be defended against. So you kind of like have to dodge that one. Okay. All right, let's test it out. Okay, I think that was a red attack. Oh, woo! Why can't I parry? That was a red attack. I can parry that, but it's not working. Wait. Press RB right before you're hit to deflect the attack. Okay, so it seems I've been blocking this whole time. Is RB right bumper that you use to parry? There we go. Chinese Dark Souls, exactly. Okay, so I thought it was like Sekiro, where the block button is the same as the parry button. So it's kind of like when you block at the perfect time, it counts as a parry. But in this game, it seems you have a different button for parries, and then you have a different button for like block. I wish I could assign them to the same button, by the way. After enabling assist deflection, the time before being hit will slow down. And a prompt for deflection will appear. Successful deflection will consume insights points. If there are insufficient insight points, assist deflection cannot be triggered. Okay, interesting. So those are insights points, and they basically ensures that you can continuously use the auto deflection. Okay, slowly recovers over time. Let me see. Okay. I think this has to do with the game mode that I chose. So with this game mode, it seems when enemies are about to attack you, like with a red skill or a golden skill, it kind of like slows them down. And then there will be a quick time event on the screen where you can, like press a button and then it will automatically trigger for you, or it will automatically parry the attack for you. I might switch it to something that is, like a little bit more difficult. I don't want the... Okay, it says enable assist deflection or not. Close. I don't want the assist deflection. Yeah, it's it seems it's optional. So I just turned it off, by the way. Oh my god. Oh wait. Okay. Let me go back. Let me go back to the basics. So we have block. Okay, that was a red attack. Parry. There we go. I can block that one. Okay. Wait, can I? That's a golden attack. That's a golden attack. So I have to dodge. That's a golden attack. So I have to dodge that one. Dodge. There we go. Wait, can I deflect or parry normal attack? Okay, I can parry normal attacks. I can actually parry normal attacks. So at this point, I don't know what the block button is for, because I can parry normal attacks in addition to red attacks like this one. There we go. At this point, I don't know what the block button is for. But I'm just going to be using the deflect button. Okay, that's a golden attack. Dodge. Jesus. Okay. We're good. Dodge. Oh my god. There we go. That's a red attack. Parry. There we go. Okay, now I can do a finisher. That's a golden attack. Retreat. Okay, I parried that one. I parried that one as well. Wait, the parry actually seems very smooth, by the way. That's a red attack. There we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, retreat. Heal. Parry. Parry. Okay, block. Okay. Let me use some martial arts skills. Okay, I think that was a finisher. I think we're done. I think we're done with the. I think we're done with the intro boss. Okay, so so far I think the combat looks really really good. I think I'll be able to provide more. You know, like I'll be able to provide more impressions as we go on. But per what I've seen so far, everything seems really really cool. Okay, what do we have here? Are those memories? Those seem to be memories. Wait, so was he holding a baby all that time when we were fighting the boss that we just fought? Was he holding a baby the whole time? I can't wait to get off work and play it. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Per what I've seen so far, right? But I'll be able to tell you guys more um as I progress. But so far everything seems cool. The dodge goes very far. Enemies have insane tracking. Yeah, I guess so. And it seems the dodge can also like trigger a special animation like a perfect dodge animation in Withering Waves, for example. Okay, what do we have here? Wait, is that the baby?
When will you finally let me go out there?
The Jungho?
Yeah.
I think that's the baby.
All kinds of things. It sounds so fun.
I think that was the baby that he was fighting
There's
with.
the 8 talents of Hodong, the North Alliance, and lots of new sects too. Oh, I heard some can use moves from every sect. They were put in the Wulin Journal and became heroes in the Jianghu.
So you aim to master them all?
As long as I keep practicing, I know I can. I'll join you, Uncle Jiang. Just like the heroes in the merchant stories. We'll roam the Jianghu together. Huh? A butterfly!
Okay. Waifus. Yeah, I know. See, the thing is, I heard that you can actually like there's this social type of connection in the game where you can actually marry people in the game. I don't know exactly how this works, but I watched some reviews today from creators that had like early access, and it seems like you can actually marry people in the game. So I don't know if that's something that you're into, Eves. Okay, so I think we're coming to create our character. Body type. What am I supposed to do? I think there should be. Oh, okay. You can switch between a male and a female. What do you guys think? what should we go for? The votes in the chat will decide. What do we go for? Are we going for the female, or are we going for the male? What do you guys think? Cast your votes in the chat. What do you guys think? Are we going for the male or the female? Okay, Aziz says male. No. No girls allowed. Okay, so we have one vote for we have one vote for wait. Hold on. We have one vote for male and we have 2 votes for female. Okay, Rimu also says female. So we have 2 votes for female, 1 vote for male, and one says Elvis says no girls allowed. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the female version because wait, Elvis also says male, so it's a tie at this point. But I need to cast my vote as well, so I'm going with the female version. All right. I see males, like in real life, like I'm surrounded by males in real life, but I'm surrounded by a lot of males in real life, like situations. So let me just satisfy my fantasies with a female character. All right. Okay. Next. Okay, so we have this and then we have that. I think this one actually looks pretty clean, but I think I'm going with this one. This one looks more deadly, This one looks more like a waifu material, but this one looks more, like badass, all right? Let's go with this one. Okay, so we have elegant and we have realistic. Okay, I think these are these presets? Because these are cosmetics that I think these are cosmetics that cost money. So I think you can probably try on a lot of cosmetics here to see how your character is going to look like. But I don't think these are going to be given to us in the early game. I highly doubt that. Okay, so we have smart customization. Okay, so it seems you can record your voice. You can record your voice to generate a character, and you can upload an image. Okay, uploading an image is going to be really weird because like I'm a male and this is a female character. All right, so I don't want to be, like haunted by nightmares of putting a male face onto a female face. All right. So for now, I think we can mess around with, like record your voice to generate a character. Reference text: the yellow river flows far away among the white clouds, and there is an isolated city on the towering mountains. Wait, am I supposed to say this? Am I supposed to say all of this? Or I can basically say anything I want and the character is going to be generated. All right, let me see. Allow microphone access. Confirm. What happens now? The yellow river flows away among the white clouds, and there is an isolated city on the towering mountains. Okay, I just recorded something and now it says it's under review. Okay, failed to analyze. You know what? It's fine. I'm just going to stick with this. I'm just going to stick with this for now. All right. So let me just press space bar. Okay, these are gestures. Rimmer says I'm black as shit. I'm not sure that can generate anything. I'm also black as well, but I don't think like complexion is going to is going to be like a deciding factor. All right, I think it's going to like take into consideration maybe the shape of your head or stuff like that, or the shape of your eyes, nose, whether it's pointy or stuff like that, to be able to generate the character. Or I've seen similar character creation tutorials from creators that had early access. But for now, the image thing is a no-go because I'm a male and I don't want to put a male face on a female face. All right, and for the voice, I did try it, but it sounds really, really weird. I remember trying with NBA 2K, and it was really bad. Interesting. There used to be, there will be, there. Wait, then we'll be used to trans AI. We'll be used to trans AI. I don't know about that. Okay, let's just proceed. Let's just proceed with this one. Okay, so we can customize the face, overall head, forehead. Wait, isn't there like a preset to these things? I don't want to spend like an hour, character creation. I'm probably going to regret it in, like in late game content. But for now, you know what? For now, this will do. This will do just fine. For the face, the eyes. Let me see. Overall. Overall eyeball. Bro, there's just a lot of customizations to do here. You know what? I'm just gonna skip this again. I'm probably going to regret this in late game, because the game has this the game has a huge how should I even put this? The game is actually good when it comes to like socializing with other characters, all right? And I think a lot of socializing with other players, and I think a lot of players are going to appreciate if your character looks really, really good. But for now, I'm just gonna skip all of. Wait, facial hair, facial. Why? Why the heck would I put facial hair on a female character? Please don't give me nightmares. Okay, for the hairstyle, I think we can do better. We can do this. We can do that. Which one looks? Okay, I think I like this one. This one looks too simple. This one looks really good. This one, I don't know, meh. This one, nah, I don't feel this one. I don't like this one. This one actually looks really cool. Nope, not this one. I'm gonna go with this one. What is this? Lighting. Okay. Wait, can we choose any of these outfits in the early game? It feels like if we're able to choose any of this, right, in the early game, it makes it look too easy, because the game per the research that I did, per the research that I've done so far, it seems that they're going to the way they're going to monetize the game is from like cosmetics. So like weapon skins and like skins, outfits that you can equip on the character, much similar to Duet Night Abyss. Wanted to download and make content for it, and I saw 100 gigabytes. Yeah, it was 100 gigabytes for me as well. But I think there was a light version that was around like 60 gigabytes. I ain't got space and data for that. Hopefully this will give you like first impressions for you to figure out if the game is really good before you start making content on it. And if you're going to make content on it, I highly suggest that you do so as early as possible, because new games can actually help you, new games can actually help you grow your channel, especially if you're starting from scratch. All right, let's choose any of these outfits and then press complete and see if we can get that outfit in the overworld. Let me choose something that looks really cool and badass. I think this one looks really good. What about this one? Okay, this one, this one looks really cool. Compared to this one, this one looks more like a Assassin's Creed vibe. It's giving me Assassin's Creed vibes. You know what? Let's go with this one. Complete. Confirm customizations and proceed to the next step. I hope you can customize your character again after like you're done with the customization screen. Wait, where's the outfit that I equipped? See, I told you guys. I told you guys that it looked too good to be true. The outfit that I equipped has literally disappeared, and right now we have the generic outfit that we started with. Eve says, "Can you play several characters?" I don't know. It seems that the character that you start with will kind of like be it'll basically be your whole progression. So it's kind of like a different account basically. But I don't know if you can create multiple. I don't know if you can create multiple save or multiple progress by like creating a different character on the same account, like with the same logins, for example. I can't really tell, but I'll probably check it out later. All right. Aspiration talents. What the heck is that? Drunken precision. Use the skill in the pitch pot to gain the tipsy effect, shortening your aim time. Starts with +2 inspiration in the gift of gab. Let's go with the first one. Wait. My name was on the emblem. Wait, did you guys see that? My name was on the emblem. That is actually a very cool detail. Interesting. Okay. All right. What do we do now? Rimmer says, "Yeah, thanks for the advice. You're welcome. If you need any help, like with during your content creation journey, or like anything that you need help with, like concerning content creation, just DM me on Discord, and when I'm free, we can talk about it. All right?"
It's gone. He took the jade pendant.
See, I told you guys this was a scam. The outfit that I chose just disappeared. It looked too good to be true, so you probably have to spend money for it.
Ruby, were you hitting me?
I didn't want to. I yelled and yelled to wake you up, but you wouldn't budge. You said
Okay,
was a
it
man
seems
in black.
there's a playback speed.
Just a dream.
You promised we'd journey together.
So you can actually speed up. Wait, you can wait. You can actually speed up the dialogue, right? Like I'm doing right now.
It's all your fault. Come on, let's go. Uncle Kong said you
Or you can skip it. You can skip it entirely.
Time to check something.
don't take too long, right?
That is actually pretty cool.
I wonder if that man in black left any clues behind.
But yo, she kind of bad though, bro. Keep your gooning obsessions to yourself, all right? Elvis, keep your gooning obsessions to yourself, all right? Okay, what do we have here?
Symbol.
Long.
Whoa, this is some hero meetup spot, isn't it? We're gonna see one for real.
The man in black took the jade pendant Uncle Jiang gave me. Maybe this has something to do with Uncle Jiang. I should look inside.
What you looking for? I'll help. So much dust. Is that a spear? Hey, look! There's a spear! A real one!
Careful. They even dug this up.
That looks so cool! Show me, show me!
It's sharp and heavy. You could hurt yourself.
Oh, just let me hold it. Just once, please. Come on, or I won't talk to you anymore. I'm telling Auntie Han, and you won't get to go to the first jar banquet. You'll miss her big announcement.
Hey, don't wander too far. I'll check inside and be right back. There's a hidden drawer. I hadn't noticed that before. Named Wei. Telling Uncle Jiang to find Tian Ying? Who wrote this letter? Or Tian Ying either. I'll keep it with me. It might hold a clue to Uncle Jiang's whereabouts. Looks like someone has moved the spirit tablet. The man in black just took the jade pendant and didn't hurt me. He also left some kind of carved mark. Could this be connected to Uncle Jiang? No use guessing. Aunt Han said she had important news to share at the first jar banquet.
The man in black is back again!
Could it be about Uncle Jiang?
I'm not talking to you. I'm still mad.
Come on, nothing to see here. Let's head home.
Oh, we went through all that trouble to sneak out, and we're going back already? Are you trying to trick me so that you can find that?
There's no man in black. I was dreaming just now. You know I'd never lie to you.
You do too, lie. You promised you'd come with me to the General's Shrine to get the new storybook from Beer.
How about this? We have to pass the General Shrine on the way back anyway. I'll take you there to wait for the caravan, so you'll be the first in line to buy the new storybook. All right?
Really? All right. You're the best! What's this big announcement Auntie Han is going to make?
No idea. Maybe she'll grant me permission to learn martial arts in the Jianghu.
Huh? Then you've got to bring me along. You can do that? Then I can do it too!
Sure you can, Heroine Ruby. But we need to head to the General Shrine today. Next time.
Then, tomorrow, at the first jar banquet, I'll perform this as the grand finale. I'll jump up to the tippy top and let everyone see. Huh? You're just gonna leave the flowers alone? The bird is pretty. Can I take one of those? Look over there!
Wait a minute. I see some pebbles. how do we even throw pebbles?
The added bow ear doesn't increase draw length by much.
Mysterious man.
Arrow accuracy is also yet to be determined. I'll have to test them one by one.
Oh, you have! Practically 2 birds with 1 arrow. Nearly struck us both on the head.
2 birds with 1 arrow. Oh, my apologies. I didn't hurt you, did I?
So, who are you then? What are you doing shooting birds in Tinghe?
The name's Fang Jishang, disciple of the Inkbound Order, and I'm here in Xinghe on official business. I merely
The
wanted to
kid
try
the
out
kid
my
is like
bow.
Paimon from Genshin. I know, right?
The Inkbound Order. Wow! That's one of those big name sects, isn't it? Are you a legendary Jianghu hero? Hey, Mr. Hero! Lots of swordsmen have come to Tinghe lately. Are you all after some sort of treasure? Or some secret martial arts book?
Well, the Inkbound Order is indeed well known, but I am merely a humble disciple, far from worthy of being called a hero. Sorry to disappoint you, young lady.
So, you're not a big hero after all. Should've known. What kind of hero would be that bad with a bow and arrow?
It's fine. We weren't hurt. We should get going now. Just be more careful when taking test shots next time.
Wait! Master said the noble are never at fault, because they always make up for their mistakes. I have a manuscript on archery techniques, a secret tome of sorts.
Oh right. So
Please,
I
accept it
I
as
think
my
this is where
apology.
I think this is where we'll learn to use the bow and arrow. I think this is where we learn to use the bow and arrow.
Archery?
Yes. A bit embarrassing to admit, but this book represents years of painstaking study.
That completely lost me. Wait, did he just say... Is that a secret book? Oh wow, it is a secret book! You've gotta take it!
You spent years on this and you're simply giving it to us? That's far too great an apology.
Disciples of the Inkbound Order are prohibited from attachment to material possessions. Go ahead and read it. If there's anything you don't understand, I'd be happy to explain. This technique
Okay.
is called Still Waters.
Still waters.
Master it to achieve perfect stillness.
While holding
and
your breath,
expose your
reduce the
prey's
movement
weakness.
speed of your
What
surrounding
amazing
target
skill.
by 75%. That is actually huge. Consumes endurance every 0.1 second. Breath hold is disabled in co-op and online modes. Okay. Okay. All right. What do we do now?
This is my first time passing on still waters. Shall... Okay. Ready?
Okay. What?
Okay,
Practice still
here we
waters.
go.
Timing is key.
Hold
Track the bird's flight.
LT.
Release at the right moment. Feeling tired?
Wait a minute.
Maybe we should take a break. Might it be the angle of the arrowhead? I better write this down.
What am I supposed to hit? Okay, I'm supposed to hit the birds. Okay. Oh, I missed.
Just as I thought.
Really?
Okay, there's. It seems there's a big aim assist for
Another round.
those on controller. By the way.
Let's give it another go.
Oh, I missed it.
I thought.
Ah, come on, lock on. There we go.
Heroes aren't as accurate as regular ones.
So it seems the moment you lock on, if you aim for a bit,
Take a break.
it just locks onto the enemy. There we go, like that. If you hold for a bit, it just locks onto the enemy.
Really win? If it wasn't for Hero and Ruby's help, we might have actually lost.
That's true. You agree, right, Big Fun?
All right, what do we do now?
Working together, I have indeed learned quite a bit.
Talk to Fang Jingshen.
After sparring with you,
I
I've
suck
gained
with
even more
pronouncing
insight into
Chinese name, by
archery
the way.
research.
So
Thanks to your instruction, my
if
skill
anybody
with
can
the bow
pronounce the
has
name
advanced
well,
greatly.
you guys can guide me.
I heard that many unsavory characters have also come to Qinghe. Even that dreaded Killer Blade.
Ah, I see. All these great heroes have gathered in Qinghe to bring that villain to justice.
Anyway, that villain heading south can't be for nothing.
He
Countless have
ignored
fallen
the
by his blade.
kid.
Young miss, do not place your trust lightly in strangers.
Oh, don't worry. After all, he's no hero. Where are the great heroes?
Killer Blade. Maybe the man in black has something to do with him.
Right now, all we can do is be on our guard.
Look, Beard Guang and the others. My storybook. I'm coming.
Hey, be careful!
I'm gonna be first in line to buy it.
I can't wait to see the different weapon types that you can try out. At the moment, I think I have wait.
Thank you for warning me about Killer Blade, Big Fun.
At the moment, I think I have I think this is a sword.
Paths cross again. Let's have another archery match. Take care.
Oh my god! I wish I can fly.
Things
Per
have
what
definitely been odd in
I
Qinghe
read, it seems there's a flight
Odd
mechanic,
Ron
but
just keeps saying everything
it
can
takes
wait
a
until the
while
first
to
jar banquet.
unlock it. I watched a video from Steparu, and he was kind of like going over the basics. Whoa! You can actually jump. Wait, you can jump 3 times in midair. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2. Okay, I'm out of stamina. I'm out of stamina. All right. 1, 2. Okay, so it seems you can actually jump twice in midair. That's actually cool. Who do we have here? Parry. There we go. Block. Wait, can we parry the arrows? I don't know if you can parry the arrows. Okay, you can actually wait. You can actually parry everything. You can parry everything, by the way. What the heck was that? There we go. Wait, I thought they were all dead. Okay. All right. What do we have here? Collect medicinal tails and submit them to Yao Yao to upgrade your medicine chest. Interesting. Okay. All right. Wait, isn't there supposed to be like a teleport thing here? Oh, I think this is how you unlock the maps.
Inches apart.
Oh, okay. So these are tips from other players. Give him money, you earn a golden achievement. I'm autistic, y'all. Buying a girlfriend. What the heck? Okay.
You're the first person to talk to me in 3 days. Here, you can have this.
One of the tips says, give him money, you'll get a golden achievement. Complete world activities to boost a region's exploration. Okay. Okay, I'm nowhere near the other levels.
What do you think? For 3 days I called out to passersby. By the way, I have another item that's even more extraordinary. However,
Its value demands
a little something extra.
extra. Okay. Wait, I have 49 of those. Okay, let me haggle.
Oh, why so stingy? I've been starving for 3 days waiting for fate to bring you to me. Now...
I have just 49. I can't... It's not possible. Let me continue haggling.
As they say, heaven helps those who help themselves. I'm done waiting. Take this Wulin journal. Consider it fated to be yours.
Are you sure you're giving this to me?
Oh, if you feel indebted. Look, that bear has been a thorn in my side. When you leave, drive it away, and we'll call it even. Each has their own path. That bear is a bane to me, but for you, it may prove a boon. In the future, if you meet others of my order, say, ends of the earth, inches apart, and they'll give you maps of the world.
Right. Okay, let me get rid of the bear. Woo. I don't think it's working. I think I need to get a bit close.
The bear seems to know martial arts. Let me learn from it.
Wait, what? Watch the bear closely, press the comprehend button at the right time when the golden rings appear to fill the comprehension meter. Okay. Tai Chi. Okay. Skill tapped. So I think this is a new skill that we've unlocked. Out of combat, gathers falling leaves in certain areas on water, creates ripples. Interesting. Deploy. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's how it works. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, Jesus.
Once I finish, I need to get to the general shrine. Ruby's
That
still
was
waiting
very
for me.
satisfying. Through the bear here. There's another bear near the river. Interesting. Uh. Wait, the other tip says there's another bear near the river, but I don't see anything.
I may not be Aunt Han or Uncle Jiang's child by blood, but they've treated me like their own. If she's kept the truth from me, she must have her reasons.
Let me go back to the guy and see if we can get anything else from him.
Splendor fades as rise gives way.
Spending without counting. You're either from Well of Heaven or someone pretending to be. So, are you one of them?
You wouldn't be one of those Well of Heaven saints, would you?
Well of heaven.
Hmm.
Splendor fades,
Interesting.
arriving for you.
Okay. Isn't there a way to kind of like travel faster? Because I need to go. I think I need to go all the way there. How do I even? Where's the map? Oh dear. Wait, let me just press M on the keyboard. So I'm supposed to go here, but it's good if I go here and unlock this part of the map first. Okay. I wish there was an easier way to, you know, like
Though Uncle Jiang's been gone
get to
for
where
3
I'm
years,
going faster.
Aunt Han still sets aside a jar of wine for him every
I saw
year.
that you can actually ride horses and stuff like that, but I haven't seen any horses around. Hello? Have you taken Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior?
I wonder when
Oh!
Uncle Jiang will return. I want to search for him. Aunt Han won't even tell me what the big news is. Could it really have something to do with my real family?
Wait, I thought that guy was dead. Ooh, that was good.
So many strangers in Qinghe lately. More than all previous banquets combined. We should be careful. If Aunt Han had heard any word from Uncle Jiang, she'd never hide it from me.
Is there anything else that might come in
If there
handy?
really is bad news, then I'll stand by her side and protect every...
Wait, what is that? Okay, unable to attack this character. All right. Wait, I have a family technique. What could you possibly teach me? Okay. Go to the general. Wait. All right, there we go.
Damn it! All this chasing for nothing? He didn't slip away, did he? Hey! Are you blind? Out of the way!
It's a public road. I'll walk where I please.
I like the way the main character, you know, like can actively participate in conversations, which is something that you don't really see in you know, like popular gacha games like Genshin Impact, for example.
You hold your head
Withered Waves
really
is different,
high.
by the way. Snatch horse,
For a
snatch horse.
thief.
There we go.
You little beast! You'll behave.
My leg still hurts.
Wait, how do I sprint with the horse?
What are you all doing here? Oh, has anyone seen Ruby?
Sure did. She even entered you into a match. That traitor set up an arena, saying that the prize was...
Young Master is the best. Dares to eat snakes, frogs, and tigers.
Young Master is the best. That's
Not exactly.
Good folk, gather round old Jin. A chance for riches is rolling in. As a gesture of goodwill, soon my treasures I will spill. The hero's arena is all set. True heroes only pass this step. Don't with the challenges halfway done.
Bro, you talk too much. What is going on?
Of Well of Heaven,
Okay, who do we have
known
here?
as the divine
Fang
white
Shu.
legend. Fierce of
I hope I
heart,
pronounced that right.
strong as an ox, easily splits steel and rocks. Come one, come all to the post-match auction. Fresh trinkets on the block. The hot exclusive soap berry offer. Buy one gene, get half a gene free. Limited supply.
Wait, what is this?
Premium.
Oh, what will become of my child? If my child weren't sick, I wouldn't be out there risking my life for a few...
Xiaoshen, look up. It's me.
Young Master, you should have said so. I even had tears ready to flow.
You've got a child? You're not even married.
If I win, then Madame Han will let me keep this year's butcher shop earnings for myself. Don't fight with his mother and her child.
Oh my god. Oh dear god. Oh shit.
Strike! One more! Strike! One more!
Oh.
Did you win?
There we go. There we go. Ouch. Wait, what? What happened?
My child's medicine money is secured. Must be a blessing from my husband.
I lost. Nah, let's go again.
Please, don't fight with your mother.
Why can't I counter that? Okay, so it seems you can't be careless with your attacks. Oh my god. Woo. I think I lost again. It'll take a while before I get used to the combat. Let me try again. Hello, Bolt Storm. How have you been? I'm getting my ass kicked in this new game called where... Oh dear God. Woo! There we go. Oh dear God. I'm not shaving off her HP. I'm not shaving off her HP and I don't know exactly what is happening. Okay, she lost. I don't really know the point of the I think I'm supposed to do something, but I won anyway, so that's fine. For now, I'll watch your live streams because apparently it won't come out on mobile soon. Really? Wait, so it's actually going to be delayed on mobile? Interesting. So the thing is, it actually came out last year in China. But I thought they'll probably I thought they'll roll out the mobile version in addition to like the PC version at the same time. That's actually quite unfortunate. The game is actually good though. From the combat, especially the combat, there's just a whole lot of things. Like there are so many things to do in combat that I can't figure out what to do at a particular time, and I think it's because I'm a beginner.
Divine might feng shui, well of heaven, never strike the unprepared.
Yeah, the game looks really, really good.
Ready your weapon and prepare for a beating.
Exhaust the opponent's key to earn points. First 5 points wins. Okay, so I think key is the same as like the posture bar in Sekiro or like the vibration strength in Wuthering Waves, all right? So let's see. Attack or deflect to cause to exhaust the enemy's key and earn points. All right. I've already. No, I don't need that.
When I first joined Well of Heaven,
Is it only available on PC? At the moment, yes, I think so.
years, I made it try.
Oh my god! Oh no! Yeah, at the moment, I think it's only available on PC. But I thought it was already on mobile, but Bolt says it's not on mobile yet. It'll come later. But at the moment, it's only on PC.
When I first joined Well of Heaven, my future junior brother hit me with 4 sticks. Within a few years, I made him try. Call me his hero.
Ooh.
Today, I will let that lesson.
I'm moving too slow. What the heck is going on? Parry?
My way! My way! Turn around!
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Woo! Parry. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I have 2. I have 2 and he has 1. What the heck was that? What? What?
My way!
What?
My way! Give up! My way!
Oh no! I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. There we go. 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 Ooh! That was actually pretty interesting. I just took out a spear from nowhere. I don't know exactly where the spear came from, but I think it's one of my martial arts skills.
Ow! 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 Oh, that hurts a lot. Get moving. The prize is already with that merchant. His treasures are nearly gone. If he bolts,
Okay, what am I supposed to do now? Wait, so Sendo says, have you seen the review of this game from IGN? Bro, they're disgusting of human existence. Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Sendo? I haven't watched the review from IGN. What do you mean by that? After this fight, the kid, you'll find yourself in shock. Okay. Wait, how is that normal? Kick his bottom.
Huh?
Okay. Sando, I'm still waiting for what you meant by the disgusting review from IGN. I don't know what you meant by that. What happened? Wait, that frog is just way too big. So IGN gave this game
Uncle
a
John used
6,
to visit here a lot
complaining.
and always made me bow my head.
IGN gave this game a 6, complaining
wonder where
about
he is now.
being able to do a lot of complaining about being able to do a lot in a game when that is what an open world is supposed to be, to have a lot of meaningful content. Well, you see, the thing is, reviews, we have like different kinds of reviews, all right? But at the end of the day, you need to be able to determine if it's a subjective review or an objective review. So I think they were probably coming from other games, from their experiences from other games, right? They were taking their experiences from other games into consideration. I'm sure the person who did the review didn't really know. Okay, now what I'm talking about it actually makes it sound funny, because if you're going to do a review if you're going to do a review on an open world, like game, then you should be comparing it to other open world games. I think it's that simple. I think it's that simple. But yeah, I think they were probably basing their review, or they were coming from different games that they play. I'm sure they did some comparisons with different games. I don't know. You're the one that has watched the review, so maybe they did. They compared this game to maybe other games or other open world games, and then maybe they were trying to point out some differences and stuff like that. But there's no way I'm going to give this game a 6. This game is actually really cool. I mean, I haven't played it for a long time, right? I'm sure I'll find stuff that I don't really like, but there's no way I'm giving this game a 6. They weren't being objective after how they mistreated Stellar Blade and Wukong. Okay, so it seems they have a history of not providing objective reviews for games, which kind of like defeats the purpose or the point of a review in the first place. All right, a review is supposed to be objective, unless you're trying to, or you make the viewer aware that the review that you're doing is from a subjective point of view. But it doesn't make sense to review games from not review games from an objective point of view, because IGN is like massive, and their videos, I think their videos kind of pop around like 1 million and stuff like that. So your video is actually going to be shown to a lot of people, so you need to be objective as much as possible. But from what you guys are saying, it seems they have a history of like not doing an intensive review for games. I probably have to watch the review, by the way. I probably have to watch the review. Can you send? Is it possible? Okay, Rimuru is back. Welcome to the stream. Aichi or Sendo, can you send a link? Can you send a link to the review in the chat so that we can watch it together? Can you send the link to the review? I don't know if it's possible to put stuff to post links in the chat, but try to see if you can post the link in the chat. If you cannot post the link in the chat, let me know and I'll find it myself. But I'm curious to learn. I'm curious to know what the review that they provided for this game. That's the point, bro. Content creators such as you are making more weight in terms of giving review. I mean, yeah, that is the whole point. Okay, you know what? Sometimes, right? Sometimes reviews can be how should I even put this? Reviews can be tempered with based on the person who is kind of like sponsoring the video, right? It's kind of like it's similar to how let's say a game reaches out to me, and let's say, for example, the new 7 Deadly Sins game that came out recently reaches out to me and they're like, oh, we want you to play this game and make a video about it, offer your insights or your first impressions about the game to your audience, right? Sometimes some developers will kind of like influence you to give them a positive review, right? And I don't think developers will, you know, like influence you to give them a negative review. But what I've seen is that most times developers or game companies will influence you in a way. Sometimes they give you more money to give them a positive review. So in a way, you're kind of like shilling the game, right? I think that's the right term to use. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe they were trying to they gave a poor review to satisfy a narrative. All right. Maybe there's some kind of narrative that they were trying to put across. So giving it a bad review or a non-objective review can actually help them, kind of like satisfy that narrative. I will have to watch the video to figure out exactly the kind of narrative that they were trying to put across. But do keep in mind that usually reviews like this, there are some shady practices that goes on in the background. All right. Okay, Sando says, I'll send it to you. Okay, cool. You can also send it to me on Discord if you're in the Discord. IGN is the least credible source for review. Okay, well, I don't watch IGN, so I can't say much about that. Oh, my controller just turned off. Let me put it on charge. I don't watch IGN mostly, so I can't say much about IGN when it comes to reviews. But there's no way anybody in their right mind will give this game a 6. It is absolutely horrendous. A mysterious item with an unknown purpose can be obtained in the overworld. What am I supposed to do here? There's no way I'm giving this game a 6. There's no way. Do a plunge attack on the broken floor to get in. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Okay. Wait, how do you even do a plunge attack in the first place? Wait. I did a plunge attack somehow. Wait, I could. There we go. Okay, I'm out of stamina. Sendo, if you can't find the link, you just let me know and then I'll search for it here. I am plunging, but there's nothing. I'm plunging, but there's nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. Isn't that the plunge? Isn't that the plunge that I'm supposed to do? Bolt? Isn't that the plunge that I'm supposed to do? Wait, Sendo says it's available on the Facebook page. Okay, you know what? Let me just pause the game. Oh wait, there are some settings that I can actually do here. Let me just pause the game, right? And then try to find Bolt. Bolt is capping. Maybe it's a different floor, right? Maybe it's a different floor. Let me pause the game, right? And then switch to an all display to find out the review. Okay, so IGN. Okay, let me just search IGN where winds meet. Oh wait, let me switch up the display. Okay, there we go. I hope you guys can see the Chrome screen right now. Sendo, is this the video that you're referring to? I hope this is the video, right? Wait a minute. I hope this is the video that you're referring to, right? This is the video. I tried to paste the official link from IGN, but it won't let me paste the whole link in here because of limited word count. Okay, cool. But this is the video. I just want to know if this is the video, right? This is the video that you're talking about.
Political sorcery that threatens.
This is the video, right? this is the video. Okay, let's give this video a watch, right? Let's give this video a watch and then see what it's all about.
Where Winds Meet is an ambitious exercise in maximalism. Its sprawling world is a vibrant wuxia love letter filled with over-the-top characters who can practically fly through the air, grand odes to the beauty of the natural world, and the dark political sorcery that threatens all of that on a daily basis.
And we'll do it this way. Yeah, I see. Yes, good idea.
Combat is a steady, enjoyable ebb and flow that is full of style and substance, but at a slower pace than you might think from just watching it. The collage of the stories it tells.
I think being slow paced is kind of good, right? Because obviously a lot of people that are going to play this game are coming from Souls-like games like Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and like Sekiro. So I think that the game being slow paced, like the combat being slow paced, is not really a problem.
Both the main saga and the innumerable side fables are a turbulent gust of ups and downs both thematically and in quality. But unfortunately, the journey to experience it all is pocked by the steep cliffs of jarring late-game progression pacing and rocky valleys jagged with dizzying amounts of micromanagement that turns the very idea of interacting with its RPG systems into stone. The fictional version of 10th century China Where Winds Meet is set in a politically broken place, where powerful clans fight to divvy up the region, both with open warfare and subterfuge. It's the perfect backdrop for you, an orphan raised by a working-class winemaker that's just itching to leave the humble life behind in search of adventure and purpose. The tale that sends you to lavish palaces, haunted caves, and dank dungeons is run-of-the-mill, with a handful of memorable moments that would be moving, but they are often undone by some pretty awful English localization that makes exchanges between characters dense with redundant sentences and turns of phrase that don't really make any sense.
Wait a minute. This phrase that he's talking about is truly a place of silk, flowers, and honey. On the water platforms at street corners, they even offer dried up fruit, fresh fruits, salted sours, and preserves, all changed daily and never a one missing.
All change daily and never a one missing.
It's also plagued by weird technical issues like voice lines running over one another, subtitles not matching the words coming from characters' mouths, or voices going missing entirely.
Uncle Gong said he's bringing me a new storybook.
Can you wait for me just a little? I need to go inside and check something.
With some diversions.
Wait, how come I haven't noticed this? How come I haven't noticed the lips not like syncing with the voice? I haven't actually noticed this in
side quests
ever since. I haven't actually noticed this in my playthrough, by the way.
Minigame dabbling. The main campaign's 2 chapters took me roughly 30 to 40 hours to complete. And while they each button up their own isolated stories well, it leaves the journey of your wanderer on a rather unsatisfying cliffhanger.
Come on, let's go!
The various side stories have the same uneven quality. On the whole, the best of them are better written and far more interesting than the main campaign. One story had me leading ghosts to the afterlife after the violent fall of their Buddhist commune.
Should father be home by now?
Another starts with me sneaking a nobleman out of his mansion because he doesn't want to commit to an arranged marriage. There's a spontaneity to these stories that you don't really see in RPGs like this, but they are also sullied with way more of the technical blemishes.
I think the lip sync is in the Chinese, which is why it's not syncing in English. Yeah, and I think the review was from an early access, right? I think the review is from I think this is an early access review, and those that had early access, you could only play in Chinese. I think the words and everything, the language and everything was in Chinese. I was watching some reviews, some review videos, and they pointed out that the early access was everything was basically in Chinese. And it says right here that it's early access version. So I think that like it's okay to make like these kind of judgments about the game, right? But then again, you should try to let the audience know that keep in mind that this is early access, so some things may change or it might be better in the like official with the official launch. All right, so let's see what else they have.
True to its inspiration, the combat in Where Winds Meet is flashy and energetic. Each of the 7 weapons feels distinct and dangerous, and some have different styles to discover that change the patterns of your attacks, as well as the weapon skills you can unleash on your enemies.
Yeah, that's the spear that I was using.
But I spent almost all of my playthrough as a tank, with a spear and a glaive that would buff each other when I used specific abilities in certain combinations. Though, that's partially because it's often a real pain in the ass to find alternatives worth using. All of the ability chaining and buff management makes Where Winds Meet feel much more like an MMO than an action game.
Wait a minute. What did he just say?
All of the ability chaining and buff management makes Where Winds Meet feel much more like an MMO than an action game. It's faster paced than the genre might typically be known for, but this combat...
Wait, wasn't he the same person that says the combat is slow paced, and now it's a little bit and now it's a little bit faster for an action game? I don't get what is happening here. What do you think, Chad?
Share any of the sensibilities of a Ninja Gaiden or Devil May Cry.
No, this is different from Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden is like seriously fast paced, but you can't really compare Ninja Gaiden to, you know, games like Where Winds Meet and, you know, games like Elden Ring, even games like Sekiro, and games like Bloodborne, for example. Because those games are Ninja Gaiden is actually really fast paced, like very fast paced, right? So you can't really compare it to games like Where Winds Meet. This, I think, what's games like Where Winds Meet and Soulsborne games aim to accomplish is that the combat is slow paced, right? To basically allow you to, you know, like time your parries and stuff like that. And once you do, you're rewarded by, you know, in Where Winds Meet by reducing the enemy's endurance or like posture bar in Sekiro terms, all right? Or in Wuwa terms, it'll be like the vibration strength. So comparing this game to Ninja Gaiden is, you know, like, I don't know why you would even do that in the first place.
There's no bouncing enemies or air juggles, nary an air combo or wall splat. Just a lot of stun meter management and weaving attacks and abilities into specific sequence.
Keep in mind that you can dodge, you can parry attacks. I hope he mentions that. So it's not like you're just, you know, like weaving attacks, you know, using weaving attacks and you know, like using your martial arts skills and stuff like that. There is more to it than, you know, like just chaining attacks. Wait, what is UP saying? Me, what I be? Wait, what the heck? UP, what do you mean? I wish he compared it to Ghost of Tsushima, because that'll make more sense. Okay, I haven't actually played Ghost of Tsushima, so I can't really provide more details about that from a review perspective.
The tank was right at home to me as a lapsed MMO guy. Managing when to defend and when to go all out felt almost identical to a Dark Knight in Final Fantasy XIV, except with an active block, parry, and dodge. These tools do help break up the sort of autopilot syndrome of many MMO battles, especially the parry, which becomes so important that there is even an auto parry system you can toggle on and off that gives you regenerating resources called insight points to spend as get out of jail free cards when an incoming attack is about to land. This was a great system for me to play around with early on, and I still appreciate it as a clever way to blunt some of the difficulty spikes for people who need it. The MMO but rowdier combat shined the most against groups of regular enemies. I'd still get to apply my beat-em-up flowchart of finding and eliminating the scariest enemy of the group while navigating the threats of all the other lower-tier henchmen, but keeping my attack loop going and buffs topped off while doing so added an extra layer of tactics that really created a flow state I don't usually get from games like this. Of course, these enemies aren't very diverse, largely the same types of guys in different faction garb, with a special gang-specific unit to spice it up. Ironically, I think the flaws of this amalgam is most evident against bosses, where things really just get reduced down to a rinse-repeat cycle of parrying and dodging attacks, counterattacking, avoiding big telegraph blows, and so on. Most bosses are just super thugs with greater health and damage than the guys like them that you've encountered in the field. The occasional big spectacle boss can shake things up, but even that tier of baddies is hit or miss. Chinese lion dancers in a full connected costume that hops on beams and shoots fireworks at you? Hit. A late chapter 1 boss that seems to be attempting to recall Sekiro's Lady Butterfly fight from memory? Miss.
Wait.
From memory? A late chapter 1 boss that seems to be attempting to recall Sekiro's Lady Butterfly fight from memory? Miss. The vast open world is overflowing with things to find and do when you're...
Wait, so is he done? Is he done with the combat review section? Wait a minute. There is something that he talked about that didn't really make sense. Or I mean, I've been playing the game for like maybe an hour, but he did mention that against bosses, the game kind of like becomes repetitive, where is you basically need to parry and dodge, and kind of like, you know, defeat or you kind of like hit the boss or do damage to the enemy. But I think he's forgetting the whole point of having martial arts skills and the other skills right here. I've forgotten the name right here. So it's kind of like, it's not just parrying and dodging attacks, but you also need to kind of like study the enemy movesets, when to actually use some of your martial arts skills, and when to actually use some of these skills. I've forgotten the name of these skills right here. So it's not like you parry and then you just mash attacks, like you just, you know, like mash your X button or stuff like that to attack the enemy with your primary weapon. I don't think it works that way. And again, even dodging and parrying, there are some attacks that you can't actually parry, and there are some attacks that you can parry. Like, for example, the golden attacks, for example. But again, it does become kind of like repetitive, because now you know that golden attacks cannot be parried, so you just, you know, like dodge them whenever they are coming, right? But the game will become boring if you're using one set of skills to defeat any type of boss in the game, right? So for example, these martial arts skills that you have right here, right? It's kind of, some of them have like long animations, some of them have short animations, some of them are like long range, and some of them are like short range. So it'll depend on how you actually play the character, and I think it's going to be different for each boss that you're going to face. So you're not just like parrying and, you know, like dodging attacks and basically mashing your X button to defeat the enemy with your primary weapon, but you also need to know exactly when to use these skills, the martial arts skills, and this particular skill. I think it was called like a mortal skill or something like that. I've forgotten. So saying that the game gets, you know, like repetitive and boring, it's more of a subjective opinion, because it depends on how you want to play the game, like how you want to defeat different bosses, right? I don't know if anybody has played Sekiro in the chat, but there are so many ways that you can use to defeat bosses in Sekiro, right? Somebody can decide to spend spirit emblems by just using the Mortal Blade to defeat all types of enemies. But you do need to keep in mind that the Mortal Blade, you know, like it takes a while to, you know, like start. It has like a really long animation, and it does a lot of damage. So if you're playing in that particular way, you can't really say that the game gets boring, because all I had to do was, you know, like parry attacks and then use my Mortal Blade to, you know, like kill every type of boss in the game. So that's the problem that I'm having here. This is more of a subjective opinion, right? But it's not an objective opinion, because he failed to mention, I think he's done with the combat section, he failed to mention how diverse these skills, these martial arts skills can be against different bosses, all right?
Really just get reduced down to a rinse repeat cycle.
Exactly, right here. It gets reduced down to a rinse repeat cycle. That is a subjective opinion. It depends on how you are playing the game. because if you want to like experiment and figure out different ways to beat the bosses, you can mix and match between different, like martial arts skills and stuff like that. So it's a subjective opinion.
And dodging attacks for thugs, a spectacle boss can shake things up. Answers and a full connected boss that seems.
Yeah, Sekiro 2 makes sense. A Sekiro 4 playthrough player here. Okay, respect. I think I think I played through Sekiro like 3 times.
Seems to be attempting to recall Sekiro.
Okay, Curse of the Loot
world
Dump
is overflowing with things to find and do when your adventure begins. Especially early on, I was pretty regularly surprised by some of the mostly silly things I stumbled across, like a bear practicing Tai Chi. But that's not simply there for a chuckle. You can actually spy on it and, through careful study, learn Tai Chi too. With it, I could then channel the power of the wind to yeet this very bear into some nearby rocks.
Yeah, I did this, if you guys remember.
When time permitted, I always stepped aside to try to use.
It says, see, he's complaining a lot, he's complaining about having a lot to do. No, I don't really think he's complaining about having a lot to do. I think he's complaining about something that depends on a certain play style, or something that depends on the player that is playing the game, right? Because for example, if you take me, my playthrough during this game, what I'm going to do is I'm going to master every single martial arts skill in the game and figure out which one will be good for different bosses, right? But then again, if you guys will remember, he said that he chose one specific playstyle where he was using the great sword, right? Where he just swings his sword around, wait for parries or wait for dodges, and then basically swing it around again. So I don't think he was actually using martial arts skills or these skills right here. I've forgotten the name of these skills. I don't think he was using these skills right here. He was basically just, spamming X or spamming box for PlayStation controllers, or basically spamming his left click, right, by using his primary weapon and just waiting for parries. That is a subjective point of view. That is how you want to play the game, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that the game against bosses, the game gets reduced down to just parrying attacks and just, mashing attacks. That is what I want to make clear.
Guards to solve puzzles in the wild. Where Winds Meet's big problem, though, is that it's filled wall to wall with other activities that come nowhere close to this sort of ingenuity. There are some jobs you can pick up that make a good first impression, like a healing minigame that turns curing diseases or setting broken bones into a card battler. But that doesn't evolve much and doesn't really reward you meaningfully as you progress up the ranks. Most everything else are versions of the sorts of things you'll see in any open world RPG like this, none of which change the well-worn formula of these distractions in a way that make checking each one out more than a couple of times feel worth the trip. And that's despite the fact that they all dump a bunch of loot on you every time you succeed. Just about everything you do in this game does, but very little of what you're given is even worth opening your inventory to take a second look at. It's not that it's all worthless. Chances are it's going to include potions or food items that are going to be auto-used when necessary.
But wait. This part right here doesn't actually make a lot of sense. This could be a problem if your inventory was capped, right? Like how in Withering Waves, I think you can hold up to 5,000 echoes, right, in your backpack, and I think you can also hold a certain number of weapons. I don't know if the inventory is capped, but if the inventory is not capped and is unlimited, there's no reason to complain about basically getting a lot of rewards from killing enemies or like completing side quests or the main quest. There's nothing to complain about, right? If your inventory is not capped, or like if your inventory space is like really, really large, there's no reason to complain. Even in open world gacha games like Withering Waves and Genshin Impact, one of the things that beginners are highly encouraged to do is that you need to pick up everything you see in the overworld, because you don't really know exactly when it will be useful to you, right? When you're upgrading certain stuff in the game. that is one of the advice that you should give to a beginner, or that is one advice that beginners are highly encouraged to do. You should pick up everything you see. So I don't really think it's a problem as long as you have like a large inventory space, or the inventory is like not capped, it's kind of like unlimited. But it's something that I'll verify in the game later.
Or the various crafting and upgrade materials.
Okay, so echoes are 3,000. All right, thanks. Thanks for pointing that out.
Patiently deep in your pockets for when you occasionally need them, but my only relationship to any of this stuff is hoping I have enough of it when it's time to level up. Same with gear, which I just slot in whenever it's time to make my overall power level rise. Weapons, armor, and accessories all have little nuances to increase things like crit rate and damage by small percentages, including set bonuses if you match pairs of items with similar set symbols, but this wall of text approach to equipment with tons of micromanagement is off-putting and not even very impactful until the endgame.
I still wonder how IGN gets views. See, the thing about content creation is that like there's a whole okay. This is just something small that I can say about what you said about you wonder why channels like IGN still gets views. So the thing is, regardless of whatever content that you post, right, you will still have people to agree with you. Like you will still have people who agree with you. So in the end, you're still going to get a certain number of likes, and people are going to watch for a longer period of time. All right. And do keep in mind that this review right here, people are probably not going to find issues with it, because this came out the same day. I think it came out the same day that the game came out. Okay, it came out 2 days ago, and the game came out today. So when it actually came out, the game was actually not out yet, right? And do keep in mind that I'm sure IGN's audience are mostly based in countries like the US, because if this video was being promoted to other countries like China, for example, this would probably get a huge backlash, because the game has actually been going on, or the game was released in China like 1 year ago. All right, so that's the thing about content creation. Regardless of how you think that the video, is bad, or regardless of how bad the video might be, right? You will still get a decent number of people to agree with you, to give you likes, comments and stuff like that. But again, the most important thing is that this video was being shown to people who haven't actually tried the game out yet. So they're obviously just going to consume the information just like that.
And just click the super handy quick advance button in the bottom corner that spends all of your resources to upgrade everything in a manner it deems fit. An option whose mere existence sort of makes a more damning argument against these overstuffed systems than I ever could. There are milestones that freeze your ability to
Wait, I didn't get this part.
Often just click the super handy quick advance button in the bottom corner that spends all of your resources
to
upgrade everything in a...
I think in the Withering Waves 2.8 live stream, they announced something like this, where it'll basically auto grab everything that you need to level your character to the maximum. I think that's what he's talking about right here.
Manner it deems fit. An option whose mere existence sort of makes a more damning argument against these overstuffed systems than I ever could. There are milestones that freeze your ability to continue leveling up at certain points until you pass what's called a breakthrough test, pitting you against waves of enemies that you must slay in a certain time frame in order to move on. These tests can eventually get tough, and passing raises your max level, but it then undermines that progress by also raising the collective strength of all of your enemies. Annoyingly, main story quests start to become level gated as you approach the end, meaning you have no option but to grind experience in order to eventually pass these literal DPS checks. And even when you do, a breakthrough test might require you to wait real-life hours before you can move on to the next tier, as it did for me on 2 occasions, by gating my progress behind daily server updates, making me jump through a bunch of hoops to progress, only to tell me that I'm actually moving faster than intended, is ridiculous. Don't tell me how to waste my life.
Wait a minute.
I'm level gated as your strength.
Wait a minute.
Max level, but it then in order to move on. These against waves of enemies pulling up as there are milestones that freeze your ability to continue leveling up at certain points until you pass what's called a breakthrough test.
Okay, so I think breakthrough test can be something similar to kind of like an ascension quest, right? I think it's similar to an ascension quest in like War and maybe Genshin Impact or stuff like that to maybe increase your world level or
Pitting
something.
you against waves of enemies that you must slay in a certain time frame in order to move on. These tests can eventually get tough, and passing raises your max level, but it then undermines that progress by also
Okay, so it says passing raises your maximum level. Okay, so it's something similar to Ascension Quest.
get tough. And passing raises your max level, but it then undermines that progress by also raising the collective strength of all of your enemies. Annoyingly,
Yeah, so passing will also increase the overall strength of your enemies. Isn't that something that is very common in like open world games like this?
undermines that progress by also raising the collective strength of all of your enemies. Annoyingly, main story quests start to become level gated as you approach the end, meaning you have no option but to grind experience in order to eventually pass these literal DPS checks.
Yes, so you basically need to get more experience points, level up your character to a certain point before you can continue with the main story. Isn't that something that is very common to games, open world games like this? What is he complaining about?
Even when you do, a breakthrough test might require you to wait real-life hours before you can move on to the next tier. As a
Wait a
test
minute.
might require you to wait real-life hours before you can move on to the next tier, as it did for me on 2 occasions, by gating my progress behind daily server updates.
Wait a minute.
Breakthrough test might require you to wait real-life hours before you can move on to the next tier.
Wait, so is it something that the breakthrough test or the breakthrough test or the ascension quest? Yeah, I'm actually playing the game. But we're just looking at a review. We're just looking at a review from IGN. Somebody pointed out that IGN's review was like really bad. I don't know exactly what he's trying to say here, but it seems the breakthrough test, you kind of like need to wait for some hours before you can before you can attempt another challenge or something. I don't know what exactly he means by that, but the whole point of this is to basically help you raise your level to play the story quests and also make your character much stronger for new content in the game or whatever. That is something that is actually common in open world games like this. So I don't know exactly what the complaint. I don't know exactly what he's complaining about.
Did for me on 2 occasions by gating my progress behind
So is that his progress was gated by daily server updates? Isn't this something that is specific to the server that you're playing on? I don't know. Isn't this something that is like really specific to the server that you're playing on? So, for example, maybe the early access server, you only have this problem on the early access server, but I don't think we're going to have this problem on like the main server or the public server. What do you guys think?
Making me jump through a bunch of hoops to progress, only to tell me that I'm actually moving faster than intended, is ridiculous. Don't tell me how to waste my life.
To be honest, the only thing is I need to buy a controller to play this game. It's so weird playing with keyboard just for this game. This new game is not bad. It's not bad. Try playing for 2 hours. It's actually really cool. I just love the fact that they literally combine it. It has all the elements of my favorite games that I've played in the past, like Sekiro, Bloodborne. What other games can I even use? Basically the Souls games. I haven't played Elden Ring, by the way. I haven't also played Ghost of Tsushima.
Gliding across the windy shore.
Yeah, the review seems so dumb. The thing is, the review is, I don't know, the review is more subjective than a objective review. It's rather more subjective than an objective review. And the whole point of making a review is try to make it more objective in such a way that it applies to everybody.
Rolling hills, craggy mountains, and bustling towns of the Xionghu is a breezy experience thanks to your generous triple jump and wall running abilities, when they actually work. During every play session, at inexplicable intervals of time, these features would just inevitably stop working entirely, only to just be fixed when I log out and log back in.
Again, this is something that was probably an issue on the early access server. Players might not even have this issue on the public server. So when it's okay to complain about these issues, but again, you just need to make it clear that this is what you call it. This is a problem. There's a problem on the early access server, but it might not be an issue in the what you call it, in the public server. That is the problem I'm having with everything that is going on here. All right.
This doesn't make navigating all the mixed terrain a problem, but some hidden chests or activities that require these extra movement options are temporarily taken off the table for reasons that never feel good. Navigating lagging menus to sort out your gear.
Wait a minute.
Hidden chests or doesn't make navigating all the mixed terrain a problem, but some hidden chests or activities that require these extra movement options are temporarily taken off the table for reasons that never feel good. Navigating lagging menus to sort out your gear, check the map, or level up your abilities can be a chore as well. Fumbling through sub-menus to click a tooltip so that I could read a further item description or find out where something was on the map was always a draining experience. The world of Where Winds...
Okay, so I think this is something, this is the part that I might agree with him, right? And when I was watching other videos from other creators like Rexlens, for example, I noticed that the menu was, like so convoluted in such a way that as a beginner, it makes it hard to, like navigate your way through different menus. It's like the game is made in such a way that menus have menus, right? So I think this is probably the only part that I would agree with him, that I think they need to kind of like implement a system or like a way to make the menus look much easier so that, or to make the menus look much simpler so that it's easy to find something that you're looking for. But again, this is an issue. This is only an issue in the early game. Once you play the game for a long period of time, it's not going to be a problem. You're just going to get used to the menu in no time.
Where something was on the map was always a draining.
Senpai, do you plan to make guides for Where Winds Meet 2? Yes, I do plan to make guides for Where Winds Meet, but the thing is, I want to make videos on this game when I actually, receive some kind of sponsorship from the game, right? I mean, I'm actually streaming it, so in a way, I'm still making content about the game. But I would want to actually make videos on the game, because making videos actually take me a ton of time, right? Scripting, recording footage, editing, putting everything together, and all this stuff. So I'm hoping, I did apply to, they had a creator program on their website. I did apply to it, but I haven't actually heard anything from them yet. So I'm hoping that at least I can maybe get into their creator program or something like that. Basically anything to give me an incentive to, keep making videos on this game. Because to be honest, what is going to happen is that if I make videos on this game, it's not really going to get that much views compared to my my regular Wuthering Waves videos, right? So that means I'm not going to make that much money from ad revenue. So if, it kind of like makes sense for them to give me a little bit of incentive, right? To, keep making videos on the game. But it's a game that I would really want to make videos about on the channel. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Even if I don't get any official sponsorship or anything from them, right? I'm still going to make like a few videos on this game, once in a while, okay?
Experience. The world of Where Winds Meet.
We want the money, yeah. I mean, yeah, we want the bag.
Done with a couple dozen fewer of its random 5-minute mini quests, if it meant spending more time making the process of flipping through all of these spreadsheets less painful. You can play a lot of Where...
Wait, he said something.
The world of Where Winds Meet could have done with a couple dozen fewer of its random 5...
wait, how about DNA? Yes, I will make videos about DNA, right? But the thing is, if I'm being honest, right? Let me be honest with you, right? Let me be honest with you. I've been a little bit lazy. I've been a little bit lazy when it comes to DNA, right? And the thing is, DNA is not really a game that I really like or I really enjoy playing, right? And one of the reasons is that I mean, like the game feels spammy, right? It does have its strengths, right, and its weaknesses, but one of the things that I don't particularly like about DNA is that the game feels too spammy, right? So I don't really feel motivated to, you know, like play the game. I do log in, do my dailies, and log out, right? But just to, you know, like help me increase my my level. But I don't really enjoy the game as much compared to Wuthering Waves. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to make videos about the game. I did make a beginner guide video on the channel, right? But it's not going to be the only video. Videos on DNA is going to follow up, right? But it's just that I just want you to keep in mind that when it comes to DNA, I'm a little bit lazy, right, compared to other games, right? But yeah, you guys are still going to get videos on DNA very soon.
5-minute mini quests. If it wins meat,
wait, IGN is saying something here.
Map was always a draining experience. The world of Where Winds Meet could have done with a couple dozen fewer of its random 5-minute mini quests.
Okay, so he's complaining about the mini quest. I think it's he's saying that the mini quests are long, right? But then again, when I was playing on the public server, that like when I was playing right now, I could skip the conversations. There's a playback. See, there's a playback speed right here. There's a playback speed right here that you can use to fast forward dialogues, right? If you want to listen to the dialogue, but like you want to speed it up, you can actually speed it up with this. You can also skip it entirely. So I don't know exactly what he's going on about.
If it meant spending more time making the process of flipping through all of these spreadsheets less painful. You can play a lot of Where Winds Meet co-op, but spending more time making the process of flipping through all of these spreadsheets less painful. You can play a lot of Where Winds Meet co-op, but servers were pretty scarce pre-launch, and finding people to run multiplayer-focused events wasn't possible. I did at least get to take on the big raid-style bosses thanks to a full CPU party option. These automated party members were competent enough to do the Simon Says required to minimize damage when necessary, but if they weren't basically immortal, I'm not sure they would have had the chops to kill any of these scary enemies.
Okay, I haven't actually tried the multiplayer mode yet, so I can't really say much about this.
Sure, my experience here is not representative of the design intention of these big co-op romps, but I'm still glad I could get access to the novel items they drop without having to find 5 of my own friends to do so.
Greetings. Look, we really don't have what you're...
Okay, Verdant, I think this is his final thoughts so far.
Perhaps there's a version.
But again, I don't understand what he was going on. I don't understand what he was talking about with 5 minutes mini quest. Whilst you can actually fast forward the dialogue right here, or you can skip it entirely. I don't know exactly what he was going on about.
Here is not to the.
Greetings. Look, we really don't have what you're...
Perhaps there's a version of Where Winds Meet that isn't throttled by the storm of its own lofty aspirations. It has a great understanding of what makes wuxia such a compelling subgenre of fantasy fiction, bleeding into a vibrancy of its characters and the flair of its combat. But it becomes clear very quickly that the attempt to shove as many kinds of experiences into one game, open world adventure, action-heavy MMO, musical rhythm game, card battler, etc., only ensures that none of these elements reach their full potential.
No! What? No! The fact that you have a lot to do with the game doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't necessarily have to excel in just one specific genre. What is this? What is this? No! This is the okay. I don't really understand what is. I don't really understand what is going on here, right? The fact that you have a lot of things in the game is basically supposed to appeal to like different audiences, right? Like it's supposed to appeal to players or like people in the gacha community. It's supposed to appeal to people in the Souls community as well. And the rhythm game and stuff like that are also something that is actually quite common in like gacha games. There are, I think in Genshin Impact there were some mini games where you were playing like a a flute or something. It was kind of like it was kind of like this game. Is it Piano Tiles or something like that, where you kind of like have to line up the musical notes and stuff like that. Having more content in the game is not a bad thing. You basically choose what you want to do. The fact that there are more content in the game doesn't make it a bad thing. It's supposed to appeal to a lot of players. It's supposed to appeal to a lot of people. Heck, I won't even be surprised if people that play games with people that play only Genshin Impact and maybe only Wuthering Waves might feel encouraged or motivated to try out the game, right? Because there are so many things to appreciate. So I don't know exactly what is going on here.
Instead, Where Winds Meet is an
I'm still laughing how he compared this game to Ninja Gaiden. Exactly. That was a terrible comparison, by the way.
amusement park where every ride is being run at half speed, and the sugary treats at the concession stands come
Okay, so this is the 6 rating.
piles of paperwork to complete before you can chow down. For more action, check out our reviews of Hyrule.
This was really bad. This was really bad, by the way. I feel like this was something that was put together too quickly, right? He probably didn't spend that much time, playing the game, trying to think of how the game might feel more appreciative to different players or to many players in different genre. I don't think he played the game long enough to, he played the game long enough to take note of all these things. All right. So again, this is a really bad review, by the way, and this is something that a lot of people are not going to have a problem with because he made this review 2 days ago and the game came out today. So I'm not sure a lot of people are going to have issues. Somebody said the combat was slow, followed by I chose to play. wait. This is a good one. Wait, this is a good one. The combat was slow, followed by I chose to play a tag and mainly use the slowest weapon types. This is exactly what I was talking about, guys. Chat, this is exactly what I was talking about. You chose one specific playstyle, but then complained that the combat was slow. Meanwhile, I think you have like dual blades and stuff like that in the game, and those are like I think those are one of like the fast hitting weapons in the game so far. I think I watched Stepperu's video, and I got to know that I think dual blades actually have like they hit much faster than other weapons in the game. This is exactly what I was talking about. You play the game in a certain way that you like, and then you make a review about it, trying to say that the game is slow paced based on your specific playstyle. So again, this could have been much better if he actually spent time to play different type of weapons, like what I'm going to do. Play different type of weapons, use different types of martial arts skills and stuff like that against different bosses. That is exactly how you appreciate how good this game can be. Again, I'm not saying this game doesn't have flaws because I'm not actually done playing the game yet. But there are some things that need to be rectified, right? There are some things that need to be corrected. What the heck? Interesting. All right, so that does it for the review. All right. Let's continue. Let's continue with the actual game. Okay. Let me switch back to the game right here. Let's continue with the actual game. Okay, it's 1:32 a.m. I'll probably go to sleep 1 hour later. They really have fetish of hating games from China. Maybe, I don't know, but that's the thing. I just don't understand, right? You can't make a review if you haven't actually played the game into detail, like playing all kind of weapons, using all different kinds of martial arts skills, like finding different ways to defeat bosses. That is how you appreciate how good the game can be. All right, but I don't know. I mean, they're still going to get huge number of views on their video, so it doesn't really matter. And they made the video 2 days before the game dropped, so a lot of people are not really. I think the comment that I pointed out, it has experience with Souls-like games, where the weapon that you choose will determine your playstyle, whether you're going to be fast or slow. That is why that person was able to point out the mistake. So I don't know exactly what is going on there. Imagine taking note of all the elements in the game, then selectively pick the one which you feel has the most problems, and then give the game a poor review from that. That is exactly what he did. That is exactly what he did, by the way. That is exactly what he did. But again, I'm going to play. I want to play the game for a while, right? I want to spend time playing the game, and then I'll make my own review. I'll make my own review for the game, and it doesn't matter whether it's sponsored or not. I'll make it anyway. Before I start making, like guide videos where testing out different type of builds and stuff like that. Okay. They always give instant games bad rating. Really? I had no idea. Interesting. Okay, so let's get back to the game. Just leave IGN. Leave them to whatever they have going on. The review was really, really terrible. I don't need to play this game for like 40 hours, or like I don't need to play this game for like 48 hours to know that a lot of things he said was absolute dog shit. Okay, let's see. There are some. It seems there are some keybinds that we can do here. It wasn't really available to me when the game started. Let me see. Controller vibration. This is something that I really like to turn off. It's a subjective thing, by the way. When I started playing games in the past, we didn't really have like controller vibration. So it kind of like, stuck with me. Okay. I'm not too old, by the way. I'm not an unk. I'm just 27 years old. Okay. I disabled vibration. Dynamic aiming. I have no idea what this is, but I'm just going to leave it on. Motion sensor sensitivity. Okay, this is fine. Wait, isn't there any way to change the keybinds? You'll be returning to the safest zone. No. Isn't there a way to change? I don't think there's a way to change the keybinds, guys. I don't think there's a way to change the keybinds. You can't really change the keybinds, so I just have to stick with it. All right, that is fine. What do we do now? Okay, so these are signposts from different players. After the jump, click and release. What exactly? Jump and press Q. Wait, what? Hold on. It says jump and press Q. I'm going to use my keyboard and then see exactly what happens. There we go. Jump. Q. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Bolt was right. Bolt was right. I think I was doing a different kind of plunge. I was doing this. But I think what I was supposed to do was... Wait a minute. I'm trying to do it on controller, by the way. I did it on keyboard. I'm trying to do it on controller. Damn right I was. Yeah, I know. I never doubted you for a second, all right? I'm trying to do it on controller. That is not it. Here's me doing it on a keyboard. Okay, I can't do it on keyboard. Okay, there are restrictions. I think it's because of the location that I'm in. That's why there are restrictions. Okay. But it's fine. I'll figure it out later. Perhaps it only works on certain areas. Yeah, I'm sure. I think that's the case. quiver. I think this is the arrows in my for my bow. What am I supposed to do now? Burn the vines on the wall with a fire arrow. How exactly am I supposed to select a fire arrow? That's not a fire arrow. Wait, how exactly am I supposed to use a fire arrow? Wait a minute. What is this? How exactly am I? Okay, let me press P and see. Co-op mode unlocks. Why is it switching to co-op mode? You know what? I think there was a skill that allowed me to use some fire attacks or something. Let me see if I can. Okay, it's not. It seems that is not possible. That is not possible. Boat, I need your help right here. How exactly am I supposed to use a fire arrow? I need your help. I'm trying to slice through, but nothing is working. Come on. Wait, is Bolt still in the chat? Is Bolt still in the chat? Did you light up any torch on the way? No, I don't think I did. What I did, I interacted with this thing right here, and something happened. There was something just appeared on the screen beneath something, and that was it. Let me go back and see. Going to bed. Goodbye, man. All right. Thanks for joining the stream, Rimuru. Good night. Oh, dear God. How exactly am I supposed to progress? Where's the fire arrow? Wait a minute. Select bow. Select bow A. Okay, there we go. There it is. Okay. Thank you, Rimuru. It seems you can change. You can choose between different. You can choose between different bows. I had no idea. So we have a toxic arrow, we have a wooden arrow, and we have a fire arrow. That is cool. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me check something real quick. Okay, everything seems in order. Wait, what? Where the heck did he come from? Lock on. So you guys can see that whenever you trigger like a perfect dodge, the enemy slows down. The enemy slows down for a bit. Let me show you guys. The enemy slow. Come on. Let me. Please attack me. There we go. You see that the enemy slows down a bit. That is actually really cool. Oh dear God. Bro, just die already. All right. So there's something that I need to figure out, okay? It seems I can if you guys look down here, like at the right down button, like at the bottom the down what am I even saying? At the bottom right corner, right? You guys can see that I have a sword, I have a bow, and then I have it seems I have a spear, but I don't know exactly how to bring out the spear. All right, good night, Rimuru. I don't know exactly how to bring out the spear. Wait a minute. I don't know exactly how to bring out the spear. Okay, it's fine. We'll figure it out later. For now, let's just progress. All right, fire arrow. There we go. Wait a minute. Do those things explode? Come on! They do explode. Interesting. Wait, scroll to change weapons. All right. Let me take care of this. Let me take care of this guy first. Wait, scroll. Use the fire arrow to explode. Yeah, I did. You said scroll to change weapons. How exactly do you scroll? I don't. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Let me use my mouse and see. Okay, so on when I'm using my mouse, all I have to do is just basically I'll scroll down or up, and then I can switch between different weapons. Now let me try it on controller and see. For controller, it says press. Okay, there we go. All you need to do is press the D-pad, the down D-pad, and you can switch between different weapons. Okay, that is actually really cool. Okay. Please switch back to the sword. Switch back to the sword. What is going on? Okay, I don't know what is happening. My character is not switching back to the sword. Okay, and it seems the martial arts changes based on the weapon that you have equipped. You guys can see right here that when I have the spear, this is what happens. Right? But when I have the sword, wait a minute, I'm trying to switch. I think you need to sheath the weapon first. Okay. I think running around will automatically sheath the weapon. Okay, there we go. The weapon was sheathed. But I'm pressing the down D-pad, but I'm still not able to switch. I'm still not able to switch between the weapons. I don't know why this is happening. It says right here that it's D-pad down, but it only allowed me to switch between to the spear, but not the what's the name? Not the sword. Come on. Okay, let me use the mouse and see. Okay, so I'm on the mouse, and you guys can see right here that I was able to I can easily switch to the sword with the scroll wheel, but on the controller, the moment you switch to the spear, it's difficult to switch back. Okay, wait, it's working. It's working now. It's working now. It's working now. Okay, now it's not working. Now it's stuck again. It's stuck again. It's stuck again. It's not working. I can't switch. I can't switch to the spear now. It's stuck again. Interesting. All right. Maybe this is a bug. It's a bug thing that they need to fix. Especially for controller, because I don't think it's an issue on. I don't think it's an issue on mouse and keyboard. Okay, what do we have here? An ancient resting place for past hero, blah 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 blah. Heal here. Okay. So it's basically a. What are they saying here? The fuck? Call me. Still haven't seen the ball. Senpai, why not check the controller settings first? The thing is, I've already done that. Okay, let me give it another look. So it says right here that the D-pad down, it says switch weapon, but when you hold, you hide the weapon, or you're able to sheath the weapon when you hold. So the D-pad down is supposed to help you switch between different weapons. It says right here, right? It says so right here. I don't think any other buttons can help you change, or it can help you switch buttons. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. But the thing is, the wait, Choyan's hat. Where exactly do you guys see Choyan's hat? Oh yeah, here. So yeah, I think it's a problem on controller. Let me press it again and see if it works. Okay, now I've been able to switch to the spear. Let me press it again. So you see that now I'm literally spamming the D-pad down button, but it's not working. Let me bring up my controller. Let me bring up my controller so that you guys can see my controller overlay. So you guys can see that I'm literally... Okay, wait, it's switching. Wait a minute. It seems sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Wait a minute, let me see. It says that when you hold the D-pad down button, it's supposed to allow the character to sheath their weapon. But here's the case. Here's the thing. I'm holding down the D-pad button, but the character was not sheathing the weapon. Wait a minute. Hold it down. I'm literally holding it, but nothing is happening. It's just that when you leave the character for some time, the character automatically sheaths the weapon. So yeah, I think it's a bug. I think it's a bug on controller that needs to be fixed. It's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think I'm supposed to use a fire arrow here. There we go. Wait, if I fall into this, will I die? Will I die if I fall into this? Let me try it out. Let me try it out and see. Oh my god. Okay. We're back at the bridge again. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so we have a dynamite. And wait, somebody left something here. Walk into the wall. Walk into the wall for 2 minutes and the door will open. Single male searching for gamer girls. What the fuck? Okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. It says walk into the door for 2 minutes and the gate will open. I don't think that's... Wait a minute. I don't think that's exactly what's supposed to happen. I think you're supposed to do something with this. Why would people intentionally leave bad advice? What the hell? This player right here says, wait a minute, where is it? This player right here says, walk into the wall for 2 minutes and the door will open. Is the player is literally trying to let you do something that is actually not going to help you out. Why would you do that? What is wrong with people? All right, let me shoot this thing. There we go. Ouch! Okay. I can't just leave this thing. Oh! I couldn't just leave it lying around, you know? If I see something, I need to explode it. There's no way I'm going to listen to these guys again. What do we have here? Okay, there's a treasure chest. What am I supposed to do here? He's holding a book. Wait a minute. Wait, Cloud Steps. Out of combat, leap high to slam down or hold breath to jump to marked spots. In combat, stomp on an enemy shoulders to deal. Interesting. Equip now. Okay. Deploy. Wait a minute. So then, wait, I currently have just one slot. I have just one slot at the moment. Where do I even see my skills? Okay, mystic skills. There we go. So this one is locked. And you need to progress the story before you can unlock more slots to basically equip more skills. And this one is locked as well. I think this is the mystic skills, and this is the martial arts skills. Okay, let's proceed. Yes, you can get Kaboom too. Wait. You're listening to the chat, not the game instructions. They're doing their own thing. Yeah, I know. There we go. Okay, I haven't actually used the spear. I haven't actually used the spear for a while, so let's see. Woohoo! What the heck is that? That attack, it seems that attack stunned the enemy for a few seconds. Boom. You know what? I am not going to prolong this fight any further. Boom. Everybody's dead. Where did that guy come from? Wait, the spear actually has like a wide... The spear has like a wide range of attack. I can hit multiple enemies as long as they're close to each other. Wait, there's somebody else. Oh, there's an archer. Okay. Let's see who's the better. Let's see who's the better archer. There we go. Let me headshot this bitch real quick. There we go. Headshot. Boom. There we go. Wait, there's someone else. You know what? Don't blow up all the explosives. There's a boss coming. Okay, cool. I don't think I blew up everything though. For this fight, I think I would appreciate it if I can switch to my sword, please. I'm more experienced with the sword. See, I'm pressing the D-pad, but nothing. I'm pressing the D-pad, but nothing is happening. Let me just use my mouse. Okay, there we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Bring it on, bring it on. Oh, dear God. You know what? I'm not going to use these explosives. I'm going to beat him like a real Chad, all right? Jesus Christ. Okay. Time out. Heal. Okay, you know what? Healing is not even working. I'm supposed to press the D-pad up to heal, but it's not even working. Let me just use the keyboard. So yeah, there's a bug on controller. The D-pad that is attached to healing is not even working. Oh. Oh dear, no. Okay. Oh my God, that was so cool. What the heck was that? Yeah, that was the new skill. That was the new skill that I unlocked. That was the new skill that I unlocked. That was the new skill that I unlocked. It was actually pretty cool. Let me use it. Let me use it again. And then you just kind of like stomp on the enemy. That was actually really cool. Oh, that was actually really cool. Now I don't really have use for these things, so let me just blow them up anyway. Let me just blow them up anyway. I just want to cause more destruction. I feel better knowing I blew all of them up. All right, let's let me proceed. Wait, what time is it? 2 a.m. Interesting. I actually have a video that I'm working on and I need to finish by tomorrow. It's going through the breaking down the pool value for the rerun characters. I'm done with the script. I'm yet to edit the video. I think I'll probably need to sleep in like 30. I think I probably need to go to bed like 30 minutes from now. But let's see where we can get to within that 30 minutes. Run up and go to the top of the big statue's head. There's a small reward there. Okay, wait a minute. Run up and go to the small statue's head. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Woo! That was close. Come on! There we go. There we go. There we go. What is this? Phoenix Wing Battle Helmet. Interesting. Oh, wait, so is it a cosmetic? Is it a cosmetic thing? Head. Phoenix Wing. Where the heck is Phoenix Wing? Is this it? This is called a laundry basket. This is not the Phoenix Wing thing. Is it a cosmetic thing? This looks really ugly. I don't really like this. I'm trying to find out what I just picked up. It was called Phoenix Wing something. I want to know if it's a cosmetic. It's not here. I'm going to keep this, by the way. And I'm not really feeling this. This should be fine. Do it after bowing 3 times to the statues. Okay, then I fucked up. I messed up. You should have told me earlier. You should have told me earlier. One, two. I don't think anything else is going to happen, but you know, let's just bow 3 times. Parting tears. Okay. All right. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, wait. I forgot to blow this up. Go back. Okay. Wait, I thought I had to crouch for that. Okay, where do I go next? What is this? Climb up. There we go. Okay. I think I'm outside now. I guess. Bow. It's alright. You still got the rewards. It's used might come up later. It's 3 a.m. so bye. Going to bed now. Enjoy the game. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream. Really appreciate you guys. Okay, so I've completed volume 2. Finally. Okay. Now I think we okay, I'm at level 4. Claim your prize from Old Jin. I think this is a good place. I think this is a good place to wait, what is this? I think this is a good place to stop since I've completed one part of the story. Wait, there's a horse here which I think I can use. let me try it out. Okay, it's not possible for me to mount the horse. It's fine. It's fine. I think I can probably end the stream here. Oh, okay. This is where we were. This is where we landed underground, and then we basically explored and then came back to the same place. So yeah, we're back at the same place again. Let me see if there are some rewards here that I can grab real quick. There we go. Okay. There should be one here. All right. Okay, I think I can end the stream here since I've completed one part of the story, I guess. Quest. Chapter 1, Heaven Has No Peer. I think I completed one part of the story, I think. One part of the... I don't even know if it's part of the main story. But it's fine. I think I can probably end the game here. It's 2:29 a.m. here. I need to wake up early and work on some videos, all right? But I think I'm going to stream this game more. I think I'm going to stream this game more until I know a lot about the game to make, you know, like guides, build guides, testing out different builds and stuff like that, or like different mechanics that I discovered and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to be playing this game more often. And I'll try as much as possible to play it on stream. Okay? So, wait, you will love the surprise. Okay. All right. Now I'm curious to figure out exactly what the surprise is. But yeah, I'll be ending the stream here. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate the support. Like I said, I'll try as much as possible to stream this game more often. I mean, I'm going to play it by myself anyway, so it kind of like makes sense for me to... It makes sense for me to stream it anyway, right? Whilst I'm playing it. And maybe you guys can give me advice whilst I'm doing it, okay? So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next stream or the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. Wait, before I go, is there anything else you guys want to ask before I go? Maybe something brief, something really, really quick. Is there something that you guys want to ask before I go? Something really brief? Okay, if there's nothing, then I think I can end the stream here. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next stream or the next video. Bye-bye.
Could you spare a second? Slow your pace, listen.